Welcome, folks. Welcome back to my channel. Again, after a long break, we will be talking something which happened, which is really disgraceful to even talk about. But yeah, let's talk about that incident today. So, today we'll be talking about what unfolded yesterday in the Washington White House when Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky came to meet Mr. Trump. And we all know what happened, but it's just disgraceful. It's just disgraceful. It's the when we will call this the kind of event that unfolded there, we will simply not call that civilized. That was not civilized. Even Trump realized that at that moment that there will be a great television, but it was not great television. It was not good television. It's just simply disgraceful. And before going into detail about what happened and what should have happened and what shouldn't have happened, let me just tell you, this was kind of expected from both sides. Zelensky obviously is not someone we will call who is been a pious soul. Zelensky is not a pious soul. We all know that. Zelensky knows that. His people knows that. Although they are defending, but it's true. And Trump is a pimp. Everyone knows that. So, and that JD Vance person, Vice President, United States. Uh, the way they were talking about a country which is going through a battle, going through a war, which is being ravaged, and they're trying to take advantage of that situation. Even Zelensky is taking advantage of that situation that is unfolding in Ukraine. That person has not held elections for 6 years in a row now, and it's just something which Zelensky is not trying to portray this as he is, but he is a kind of dictatorial person who is now ruling Ukraine in the disguise of being the war president. He's trying to portray his image as a war president, war president, war president. Multiple times he said this: "I'm a war president." War? What war? You're being ravaged. The only thing that you are actually good at is portraying yourself as war president. He's doing nothing apart from just going here and there and begging for things. But then there is Trump. My God, what a disgrace. What a serious disgrace. But somewhere this was expected because the way Zelensky came to United States while the presidential election were upholding in United States, and he in Pennsylvania or somewhere, Minnesota, I don't exactly remember. He advertised, he gave speeches for the Democrat Party, and he was expecting Kamala Harris or Joe Biden to return, but which didn't exactly happen because American white supremacist and all that. But yeah, so Vladimir's plan just fell right on the head, and Trump came back to power. But it was expected that Zelensky will return, Zelensky will come to back to America, and Trump being Trump, he will treat everyone uncivilized the way he's doing tariff, and all that thing that he thinks will make America great again. He is not making America great again. He is making himself rich again. That's what is going on there. He's trying to cut business deal. He presented F-35 to India. Do you think Lockheed Martin will not give him a commission? Do you think that they will not be profiteering from any war that is going around in the world right now? They are the freaking profiteering persons who profit from every single person who has become rich in the war scenario. They have become rich by profiteering in the war. Zelensky is profiteering in the war. Trump is trying to profiteer in the war. Putin is profiteering in the war. Netanyahu is profiteering in the war. Hamas top echelon leaders are profiteering in the war. Who is dying? The common folks, you and me, and the people. Common people of Ukraine are dying. Common people of Russia are dying. Common people of America is suffering. Common people of the world is suffering. While these leaders play gods, they're not gods, and they are completely not civilized. That's what happened in the Washington. They were vindictive things, and they were vendetta all around, and they were lashing out as if They were waiting for this situation, they were waiting for this opportunity to exist, and it presented itself, and they just take right into it. The way JD Vance was saying, and Zelensky told him that you are saying because you are loud. I mean, he was loud, and then Trump just bars in that he's not loud. Excuse me, I'm allowing you to do. This is not the way. Even if you are talking to a president or some dignitaries from Malawi, I don't know any a very like any tiny nation you are talking. Let me just tell you, this is not the way. You are not God. You are not going to remain the king of America forever. You will be kicked out, and you know that your downfall will be coming. You you will just leave after 4 years. Why this much fuss? You are not leaving a legacy or anything, Trump. You're just portraying to be a big guy with a big gun and all that. You ain't. You are a profiteering person who's a businessman who just wants to make himself rich. That's all. They are trying to bargain a trade deal with Ukraine for their precious materials and minerals, and Ukraine definitely will not be. First of all, these minerals are not Volodymyr's to give away. These are Ukrainian national treasures. These are Ukrainian national resources. So one person should not be allowed in this manner to make deal for a country. There should have been far more discussion, far more, talk about this thing in the country itself. But I don't think it happened. It ever happened. So they're just selling things and buying things. Two-person, two people, three people, four people. They are not. These things should not be like this. And the uncivilized matter that unfolded in Washington D.C. It's completely ridiculous to even fathom that something like this. I mean, can you expect that if Xi Jinping comes to United States, although he shouldn't, because these kind of people are not worth talking to. Prime Minister Modi went to United States, and I was totally considering that Modi is some kind of spineless person who is going there to appease Trump. Person like Trump should not be appeased or anything. Modi is a very respected figure in India, and he shouldn't have been there, and he shouldn't have gone there to just appease someone like that. Who is just then you are running. Even the slimiest dog will chase you. That's how things work. And he's just saying big words, and people are just running away, and he's just chasing. Just stop, hold your ground, stand, and see what happens. What will happen if United States of America is being isolated by the entire Europe? India cut its ties. Every country who is being imposed tariff upon, Mexico, Canada, Germany, France, England, every country just cut its ties with America. What will happen then? Huh? Although I'm not saying that they should all align with China or anything, but just think of these things. Not every American is supporting Trump. Trump won, I know that, but he won for a promise. He don't want to take out his personal grudges against the world or anything like that. But he's just doing that. And the way he treated a dignitary from the another nation, it was completely unfathomable and outrageous. But then again, he's a pimp. It's expected from him. He talks like that. He don't know what is civility. He don't know what's virtue. He don't know what's good manners. He has always been like this. United States people choose him. He is calling the ex-president a stupid person in front of the global media. I mean, what do you think you are if he was stupid? He was old. He was not stupid. He was just getting old. That's all it was. But then, being Trump and this JD Vance person, my God, he's just trying to, take his limelight of 2 minutes. That's all he was trying to do. Have you ever said thank you now? What's going on? Do you think this is a street brawl? You are giving someone, and someone is just expected to say thank you. It's not like that you are giving everything for free to anyone. But then again, these are the people who don't know anything about civility. So yeah, that's our that's it for today. I just needed to put this out that this thing that happened is completely outrageous and unexpected, unacceptable, but it happened. I hope it don't happen in the future, and the future leaders who are future not future leaders who are going to meet Trump in the future, this would just maintain a distance. And if things like this happen again, they just leave without saying a goddamn word. person like Trump and just JD Vance shouldn't be bargained with or anything like that. And he's definitely Putin's what is it called? Let's say a third person for Putin. I'm not even against Putin. Putin and Russia has their own agenda, and I support Putin or his agenda. I support Vladimir and his agenda. Even I even support Trump and his agenda. I support Modi and his agenda. But there should be a civilized way to talk. This is not how you talk to a foreign dignitary, a president of another country which is in the war. This was not something that should have been happening on the camera. But again, it's Trump we are talking. So yeah, that's it for today, folks. See you in next video.